Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WWE Superstars after a crazy Royal Rumble, a Rumble that will not be forgotten in the annals of the WWE Universe mode. A Royal Rumble that produced the winner from NXT, Finn Balor. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the draft, and now this is going to be a little bit different than other drafts. Ladies and gentlemen, Superstars, Raw, Main Event, and SmackDown will all have one-on-one matches this week. Every match will be a Raw versus SmackDown. Whichever brand is able to get the most wins will obviously pick up the #1 pick in the draft, but they will pick the first two picks, and that's crucial right there, because he can take two big stars and then it turns over to the next side, and then you get to pick the next pick. Again, big time changes right here. The real deal, Titus O'Neil, will tell you he was the final four of last night's Royal Rumble. He's been running around telling everybody, hey, I almost did it. I almost won the Royal Rumble. I almost did exactly what I had to do. I told everybody I was going to be there. I was going to be the final of it. I was almost there, but you know what? You were in the final three, Titus O'Neil. You were there with your opponent who's here tonight, and Finn Balor. But this is a Raw versus SmackDown match, and the PTPs will be representing SmackDown. Shane McMahon has put the primetime players together, and I don't know if he's aware of the fact that these guys haven't been on the same page lately, but they're going to be taking on this team. Stephanie McMahon and Triple H putting this Raw team together. The Wyatts. But which two members of the Wyatts did they send out? Luke Harper and Eric Rowan's like, I'm going to be the Bray Wyatt of tonight. Eric Rowan, no Bray Wyatt here, but it's Eric Rowan leading the charge. And this is going to be Braun, Harper, or Rowan. One of these guys will be representing Team Raw. I don't know who it is, but we'll find out right now who that they choose. Darren Young will start the match off against Braun Strowman. And Darren Young, Mr. No Days Off, knows what he's got to deal with right now. And look at Darren, and oh, look at Braun. And Titus O'Neil's like, I'm just going to stand over here. And Titus O'Neil's like, I'm just standing over here, just going to hang out. Like millions of dollars. Braun Strowman says, I want a piece of Titus O'Neil. He was in that match last night. Look at the strength of Braun Strowman on Darren Young. Darren Young, who had an impressive showing. Hey, he eliminated some big names. Eliminated the man, John Cena. Darren Young did that, man. Darren Young opened for more success. And look at Darren Young with a neck breaker on Big Bad Braun Strowman. Titus O'Neil's like, maybe we got a chance here. Maybe we got a chance to beat this team. He's like, you got this, Darren. You got this. Braun! Oh, man, the Wyatt family. A good start for the Raw side right here. Again, I'm a commentator for both the Raw and SmackDown, so I don't really have much of a choice on who I'm going for, because I'm biased. Raw and SmackDown right here with Braun Strowman and Luke Harper. And here comes Luke. Luke Harper now working on the midsection right there of Darren Young. Darren Young with the counter. Darren Young's like, maybe I can do something here. Maybe I can get myself in this one. And oh, look at Luke Harper telling Darren Young, what are you thinking? Like, what are you doing, man? And a counter by Harper. Harper with the clothesline that will take the head off of him. And Titus O'Neil's like, come on, Darren. Come on, Darren. Like, we got this, Darren. But here come the Wyatts again. Back to the teamwork of these guys. These guys believe they should be #1 contenders for Tag Team Championships because they've beaten the New Day, man. And look at Braun Strowman. And oh, while he's squashing the head of Darren Young, Luke kicks him out. Oh, come on. Titus, get in there and help your partner out, man. Come on. PTPs don't deserve to go out like this. But look at Darren Young trying to make sure he brings something to Team SmackDown. You don't want to let down your general and your commissioner Shane McMahon and your general manager Shawn Michaels. You don't want to let them down, because if you do that, they might not even see you as a guy they want to draft onto their show. And Titus O'Neil's like, you gotta draft me. He's like, come on, man, you gotta pick me up. He's like, come on, you gotta. Oh, but look at Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, impressive. He made it to the final two last night at the Royal Rumble, and look at the strength of Braun. I don't know if Darren Young knows exactly who he's got himself into, but this isn't going to be easy. Look at the big elbow. And look at Ty. Ty's like, I'm coming in this ring. He's like, what, ref? Come on. He's like, why am I not allowed to get in this ring? This is my matchup. This is the match I want to be in. He's like, come on, let me in, ref. Look at the strength. Oh my God. I don't know if I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this man known as Braun Strowman, but still. Oh, crushing the life out of Darren Young, man. Come on, how you gonna do this? Darren Young taking out. Look at Braun. Braun Strowman just playing with him now. And Titus O'Neil's like, look at Luke Harper. Luke Harper's like, hey, give me the tag, man. I'm ready to take care of it. But look at Darren. Darren's like, that's my punch. That's my team. Neck breaker on Braun Strowman. And pinfall, looking to beat Braun. Braun, oh, not kick out by Braun Strowman. Oh, Braun Strowman could have been on the verge of losing that one. Oh, Darren Young though. And look at this right here. Look at Darren Young. Oh, Braun Strowman says, yeah, enough of that. Playtime's over, buddy. And oh, Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman putting the finishing touches. Darren Young, oh come on. Rope break though, but oh come on, man. Big elbow. Braun Strowman's telling Titus to get in, and Titus like, nope. And Braun Strowman lays out Darren Young. Titus was like, nope, I want none of that. And you gotta think now. Titus O'Neil just betrayed the SmackDown brand by running away, man. That's gonna see if Shane and Shawn Michaels remember this, but this puts Raw in the lead now. Raw now has the lead they're 1-0 now. They have the lead 1-0, and they now have the advantage. There's 18 more matches to go, so anything's still possible. But again, if you lose for your team, you just gotta see if they remember, you know. But look at this, Braun Strowman, a little upset about last night not winning the Rumble, but at least he gets to win the night. And the Wyatts are like, this is our time, baby. And you know, with the draft coming along, you gotta wonder, are the Wyatts in danger of losing everything they've worked, everything they've done? Superstars continues, ladies and gentlemen. We will see Los Matadors from SmackDown take on the Club. Anderson and Gallows against Los Matadors up next. And I gotta tell you, Raw looks like they have seen the competition and they're scouted and they're ready to go. And we'll see what the Matadors have they started on the hot streak and no longer on that hot streak anymore. They seem to have cooled off and aren't the same those Matadors that we saw earlier. But maybe with this, hey, Shane McMahon putting trust in them, telling them, hey, you guys are gonna represent us and you're gonna get us there. We're gonna get this. We're gonna do what we gotta do. And we'll see if they are able to do that. But with Gallows and Anderson, here we go. I hope they are paired together so we don't have to do anything. We don't have to do a weird entrance. Here we go. Gallows and Anderson, the Club against Diego and Fernando, Los Matadores. But who will win this, man? Who will SmackDown tie it up, or will Raw go up 2-0 here on Superstars to start off Monday Night Raw? Because it's going to be a pretty awesome Monday Night Raw. We will start off with a couple of matches, you know, from SmackDown versus Raw. Tyler Breeze against Jey Uso. Awesome Kong is going to be going for the WWE Intercontinental Women's Championship against Emma. Randy Orton's against Reigns. Swagger against Bray Wyatt. The Women's Championship will be defended against Natty using her rematch Natalya versus Paige. They had a hell of a match last night at the Royal Rumble. Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion versus U.S. Champion. Interesting. The former World Champion Dean Ambrose representing SmackDown against AJ Styles, who had a hell of a match. with Triple H as well. All these people that are on the show had great matches. Anyone who was on the Royal Rumble last night was amazing. I'm sorry, I really did enjoy my Royal Rumble. And Los Matadores are like, it's time. Let's do this. Los Matadors. Ole! Los Matadors hoping for a win here. It's going to be pretty tough, I'll give you that much, though. That girl in the front, and Shane we trust. That's a good thing right there. Hey! I hope they come out together. Please don't come out separate. And there you go. The Club. You gotta wonder where Anderson and Gallows are gonna be going, man. They gotta go with AJ. It's as simple as that. You cannot have them away from AJ Styles. AJ Styles has brought them here, but again, it all depends on what show is drafting them. Who gets the #1 pick? Because I know AJ Styles, and I know he might not be the WWE Champion or the World Heavyweight Champion, but when you beat the game, that puts you up there in the top 3 of the business. Gallows and Anderson looking to represent Raw. I don't know if they want to do that, because if they help, they're helping out the Authority, but again, they don't want to lose this type of match. This is a tag team matchup. Again, this is a matchup you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose the Pride, but again, do you really want to help the Authority out? Anderson and Gallows, 2 extreme tag team, and they do it for the money, man. That's what they do. They do it for the money. They do it because that's what they do. They kick ass, man. They come around and do it. Look at, here comes Diego. Oh, but look at Gallows. Gallows like, yep, sorry, man. What are you doing? He's like, what do you think you're going to do to me, huh? And Gallows, but, you know, the question is, I don't really know if they should do it. They look like they're going to be continuing this matchup, but are Anderson and Gallows really going to give their all here in the match that will help out Stephanie and Triple H, two people that they just despise? And look at this. You can tell them, yeah, go, come on, we're a part of Team Raw. But Gallows understand, hey, we could be on the verge of getting out of here. We could be on the verge of losing the Authority. And big boot, getting to SmackDown with Shane McMahon. But again, it depends on what AJ Styles tells them, man. If AJ tells them, hey, we're gonna do this. Again, you don't want to have a loss in your record book to Los Matadors. I'm just saying that right now. Bulldog. This is another tag team. It's not like you're facing a team that just got put together. No, this is a tag team that's in that tag team contention. A tag team that wants to be champions. Gallows and Anderson cannot lose this one. I gotta tell you, they lose this one. They go down the tag team ladder. Those Matadors, yeah, they're not bad, but they haven't been great. And Anderson and Gallows have to win, man. It's as simple as that. You can't take this just because you don't like Triple H and Stephanie and you don't want to be helping out the Raw brand because that's theirs. You gotta get the win, because this right here could put you guys in a bad position. And look at these guys. I love it. Got it. Got it. Set it. Good night. Good night. Oh, but there you go. Fernando with a save. Fernando gets taken out. Now Carl Anderson, Machine Gun Carl Anderson. Machine Gun Carl Anderson doing what he has to do. KA. Carl Anderson clothesline right here. I love it right here. I'm loving what I'm seeing from Carl Anderson and the Club. They understand, man. This is more than just a Raw and SmackDown for them. This is tag team positioning, putting themselves on top of the ladder, and I guess showcasing your talent. And look at this backbreaker. Those Matadors really gonna figure out a way to get back in this one. And headbutt right there. Carl Anderson down. And Diego says, I'm going high risk. Leg drop right here. Open to beat Carl Anderson with that leg drop. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Trying to get Team SmackDown their first win of the night, man. SmackDown is already down 1-0 right now, as the PTPs weren't really a tag team at all, because Titus O'Neil said, oh yeah, I'm not dealing with Braun Strowman and Luke Harper. Backbreaker. And Carl Anderson says, I think I know something I'm about to do to you, buddy. Wait a second. Wait a second. What is this? Carl Anderson. Spine buster by Carl Anderson. Machine gun Carl Anderson. And a kick out by Diego. Diego survives. Diego's still in this. Headbutt. And Fernando's getting taken to school right now. Look at this. I think you better watch out right behind you. Carl Anderson says, this is what we do, man. This is how we do it. From the Tokyo Dome to the Silver Dome to the Super Dome to every dome that there's out around there, buddy. The Tacoma Dome. And now Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. Oh, they're looking for the magic. Oh my God, yes. This is the opposite of it, but hey, it's something beautiful. And there it is. The Magic Killer. 1, 2, 3. This was easy for Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Even though points do go to Stephanie and Triple H on Raw, at least Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows will not have a loss next to their name against the Matadors. You know, I don't want to disrespect the Matadors because there's no disrespect to it, but Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows are one of the best tag teams from around the world. And no disrespect to Fernando and Diego, but these guys are the top of the top. The fact that they haven't got a tag team championship is because the Authority do not want to give them what they deserve. And with a performance like this, real quick, you know, Shane might be a little upset right now that he's not getting points for his team, but says, hey, if these guys are available in my draft and I see them, these could be the future of my tag team division. And I think the only thing that will keep these guys away from being drafted to Raw is AJ Styles being part of the club with them. And Triple H is not like AJ Styles one bit. But ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to miss Monday Night Raw, the first Monday night since the Royal Rumble. And it is a Monday Night Raw that will be heavy with draft implications. We will see Tyler Breeze against Jey Uso in the SmackDown vs. Raw match. The Women's Intercontinental Championship, Awesome Kong, Emma. All these are SmackDown vs. Raw matches, but the first name I name is a SmackDown, the last name I name is a Raw superstar. Randy Orton against Roman Reigns. Jack Swagger against Bray Wyatt. The Women's Championship is on the line when SmackDown's Natalya uses her rematch to take on Paige. The United States Champion from Monday Night Raw, Seth Rollins, takes on the Intercontinental Champion of SmackDown, Dolph Ziggler. And Dean Ambrose from SmackDown, the former World Champion, will take on the leader of the club and Raw superstar AJ Styles. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a heavy, great Raw, just like the Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here on Superstars. I know, it's Superstars, but Raw's already up too.